guys, this is your host, Heidi Jester. Welcome back to our 2020 review of all cards and dice games. One down, 16 to go. And number 16 spot in this year's review is going to be Everyday Player Baseball. They were also last year in number 16 spot. So they haven't gone up or down, although this year we're actually doing 17 instead of 16. Technically, you might say that they gained a spot because they're not on the bottom anymore. And there's going to be some nice reasons for that. Before I get into this review, before I even talk about this, the first thing I'm going to say is, if you do not own Everyday Player Baseball, you need to go buy it right now. And even though I'm going to say some kind of, not super awesome things about the game, you can spend a great $15 on this game and get a lot of enjoyment out of it. As you can see here, what you need to do is go to www.everydayplayergames.com. And for $15, you can see the game and purchase it. It now comes with 14 seasons, which I don't want to spoil anything, but we're going to talk about that here in just a few minutes. Alrighty? So that's everydayplayergames.com. So why is it number 16? Well, let's talk about value, how much you get for the cost. So I gave it a 7 out of 10, which is pretty reasonable, right? And I've already said if you don't own this game, go buy it, because literally you can go to dinner and spend $15 and have a terrible dinner, or you can have this game. I would rather you buy this game than have a terrible dinner, right? It's a pretty great value for what you get. Now, when I purchased the game, and that was a couple years ago, I think it only came with 4 or 5 season sets. But now, as you could see from our little intro there, it now comes with 14 season sets. So they are been working hard on this game, getting season sets out there for everyone. And you get all the season sets that are available for the game when you buy it. It was also, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but it was also my impression that if you would purchase the game, any season set that comes out after that, you can also get for free. I don't know if that's still in place or not, but either way, you get a lot of value for what it costs. Quality, I'm going to put it right in the middle, because you're basically the cards, the components, everything that comes with the game. It's up to you what kind of quality you're going to get, because you are only going to get the PDF files. You've got to basically create everything on your own. With that said, we will show you some examples. Here is the San Francisco starting pitcher sheet that has all the information. Nice design, nice logo. It does come in color. Here is the batting sheet of all the different batters and ratings and stuff for them. And then, of course, all the charts and everything come with these nice big color charts, which are, super nice. Having a nice big super colored charts like this are really, really cool. So, depends on how you print it out. If you print this out in black and white, or if you decide you're going to print it out in color, the components and the quality is going to be based on you, but everything looks really good. Crisp, clean details, nice fonts, how everything looks nice. It's easy to find the information you're looking for. It's not overly crazy, although I will say some of the charts can get an overly crazy when you have a lot of different colors on them. It can be a little like looking at a rainbow sometimes, but not too bad. It's actually not too bad. So give credit where credit's due. Support for the company. Again, this is a tough. I'm putting a tough position for this one, right? Because right now they only have 14 seasons available. But like I said, in the last couple of years, it's grown from, I think, 5 or 6 season sets when I bought it up to 14. And, later this year, next year, it might be up to 20, 25. So they're definitely growing and continuing on with this game. And that's why I said, if you got $15, you can do a lot worse with $15. I am telling you. This is, for 14 seasons, it's basically like $1 a season. You're not going to find anything cheaper than that. So I'm going to give it a 7 because they are continuing to support this game. Of course, there's no mods or anything out there that I can find that people have created themselves or owns the seasons or anything like that, because it's kind of a newer game and not one of the mainstream games. Availability of seasons, again, this is kind of puts me into kind of a, how do I rate this, right? Should I give it a 4? Should I give it a 6? Should I give it an 8? There are only 14 seasons available. You get all the seasons, which is awesome, but there is only 14 seasons. So if you wanted to play the 1997 season, you can't do that because they obviously don't have it. But, like I said, they are creating a lot of more seasons as time goes by, and your season that you might want to play is available, or it might be coming soon, or whatever. So currently, if we look at our website again here, there is 57, 61, 64, 65, 67, 69, 70, 71, 72, 75, 86, 2014, 16, and 2018. Plus the stadium charts as well. So again, it kind of, how do I rate this with availability? If you're looking for one of these seasons, it's great. But if you're looking for something else, I have to give it a low score because there's, like I said, there's only 14 seasons available. They are creating a lot more, which is good. Ease and flow of the game, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's basically, if you see over there in the right-hand system, the game system is roll on the charts, get your result, check for the player involvements, their abilities and stats and ratings. So it is kind of chart driven, where you're going to look at a chart, which might take you to another chart, which might take you to another chart. If you don't like chart type games, this might not be the game for you. But what does make this really easy, as we just showed you, is all of your players, all your components are going to be basically, you're going to have your team sheets printed out in front of you. So you're going to have one for each team, and it's not going to take up a ton of space, right? You're just going to have all that out there, ready to go, all your information, and then your charts. So that does speed up things because you have all your players, you have all your positions ready to go. You can see all their different stats and ratings and everything, and not have to flip through cards or anything like that, which that does make the flow of the game better. So there are some things that make the flow of the game slow down. There is some things that make the flow of the game speed up. So it's kind of I would say a 6 out of 10, just because of the ease of playing is slightly better than average, I would say. And it is kind of a simpler game. So if we look on the right-hand side, game system is, like I said, roll on the charts. Is there a computer version of this game? No, there is no computer version. Can you order printed cards? No. Order PDF, and that is you can only order a PDF. So if you want to order this, it will come as a PDF. You need to print it out. So again, if you print it out in black and white or color, that'll be up to you. So the components and everything will be based upon how much effort and value you put into it yourself. Game strength, low cost, $15, 14 seasons. Really good value on that. It's also an interesting system where you're going to be rolling 2d6, and each one of those numbers is going to be represented by a different kind of pitch, which I thought is really interesting. So like a 7 is a fastball, a 6 is a slider, and it's kind of interesting that all their charts are based upon the different pitches, which I thought was really kind of cool. And of course, another game strength, keeps growing better. So this game is exponentially getting better and better through the years as more and more teams are getting carded, more and more seasons are coming out, more and more is available for you for your very, very low cost. That's why I will not say this about a lot of games that we talk about throughout this series. But I will tell you this, if you don't own Everyday Player Baseball, you should own it. You should go buy it because it's a great, excuse me, apologize. It's a great investment for your money. $15 is a great investment. Not a lot. Are you going to be playing this every day and doing full season replays? Probably not. I mean, maybe you will, but probably not. But it's going to be one of those, it's a rainy weekend, I'm just going to stay in and play a baseball game. I got a headache and I don't want to crunch numbers. I just want to play something that's fun and interesting. This would be perfect for you. Game weaknesses, not many seasons, and I put an asterisk there because I wanted to make sure I mentioned the fact that, yes, there are not many seasons, but they have many more than when I purchased it just a couple years ago. That might have been even last year, or I'm not sure when exactly I ordered it. But so they are definitely growing. They also have football, they have hockey, they have basketball. They have a bunch of different sports on their site. Simple-ish kind of gameplay. You're just rolling on the chart, looking at the result, and then seeing whether or not how that affects the players and the stats on the player's card. And there is no player cards. So if you're looking to actually hold, cards in your hand, this is going to be more of a team sheet as opposed to having player cards. So that's pretty much it for Everyday Player Baseball. Again, I don't think of any of the other games on the list. I can just bluntly say go buy this game for sure. But this one I can. Even though it's number 16 on the list, I can bluntly say yes, go buy this because it's well worth your money and time. Are you going to be playing this every day? I don't think so. I mean, maybe you'll love the game and you'll play it every day. I don't know. But for me, it's one of these games I can pull out and play every once in a while. I can have fun with it. I'm not going to personally do like a season replay of it. I might do like a replay of maybe like a NLDS or ALDS or something like that. Maybe, best of 5 series game or something. I'm not probably going to spend 162 games replaying a full season on it, but it does come with all the teams from the seasons. They are growing and creating more seasons. The football, hockey, baseball, basketball are all the same way. I think it's a great investment for you. I think it's a great way to spend $15. I think it's well worth supporting the designer, the developer of this game for everything he's doing and giving you basically everything that he creates once you invest in his game. And I think that's great. And so I highly recommend it. And even though it's number 16 for me, the only reason it's so low on my list is you need to build all the components yourself. You need to print everything out. You need to, decide what kind of paper you're going to put it on, cardstock, whether you're going to print it in color or not. And then, of course, having it available and ready to go for you. So I think it's a great value for you. I would highly recommend you do it, and I think it's a great game. Like I said, the only reason it's not higher on my list is just because it's not something that I think I'm going to play a lot and deal with a lot. But if you are new to sports sims, if you're new or just getting back into it after some years away, if you're stuck at home with the coronavirus and you're looking to spend some time investing in playing some games, this is a perfect value for you. Absolutely. And even if you don't own this, you should own it. $15, very cheap for everything you get. You're going to print it out yourself, and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. And then hope to see you next time. If you have any thoughts, questions, suggestions, let me know below. Otherwise, we'll see you for number 16 coming up next time. Or I'm sorry, number 15 coming up next time.